Corona, California is one of the most popular cities in all the Inland Empire. But before you pack your bags, I'm going to be going over all the pros and cons. From the amazing schools and location to the insane traffic, I'm going to be covering everything that you need to know before you move out this way, and I'm going to get into it right now. What's up guys, Steven here with the Living North of San Diego channel. What we do in this channel is we go over everything that you need to know about north of San Diego, Riverside area before moving this way. So if that's something that interests you, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and hit the notification bell so you're notified every single time we post a new video. We post new videos every single week. And also, if you're looking to buy, sell, relocate to this area, make sure to reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to help and assist you guys. So guys, in this video, we're going to be going over everything that you need to know, the pros and cons about Corona, California. We get tons of calls from people wanting to move out to this area. So I wanted to make this video for you guys specifically who are thinking about moving to California, probably heard really good things about it, maybe heard some cons about it as well. So I'm going to break down my personal pros and cons and also facts that are online so you guys can decide if this is a good area for you. So I'm going to start off with the pros first in no particular order. So my first pro is going to be close to Orange County. For those who don't know, Orange County is extremely expensive and it's just getting more expensive as time goes on. So a lot of people who live in Orange County who are either renting or want to live there or who either work there are trying to find areas that are somewhat close to Orange County but don't have to pay those crazy high prices. So a lot of people look into Corona. Corona is in a great place. The location is hard to beat. You're right off of the 15 and the 91 freeway, so that gives you easy access to Orange County, only leaving you about 15 to 25 miles to Anaheim, Irvine, and the beaches. So for those who want to be close to Orange County, definitely check out Corona, California before it really gets too expensive. Corona is expensive already as it is, but make sure to look into Corona before you have to look into other areas that are a lot more east or north or south of Orange County. So definitely look into Corona, California. Definitely a massive pro if you want to be close to Orange County. So my second pro for Corona, and it kind of goes off by the first one, is for commuters. Tons of people who commute to Orange County and also LA want to live in Orange County. So if you're trying to find a good area to move to so you can commute to Orange County, Corona is definitely a place to look into. You're right off of the 15, how I mentioned earlier, and you're right off the 91 freeway where everybody wants to be. The 91 then leads you into Orange County. You can take the 241 as well, or it can lead you into LA as well. There are a ton of freeways off of the 91 that can take you to different locations. So if you're a commuter, if you're going to be commuting every day, Corona is definitely a place to look into. Or even if you have a hybrid schedule where you only have to work once or twice a week. So if you're a commuter, definitely check out Corona, California. So my next pro for Corona is going to be amenities and things to do. So Corona has a lot of options for fast food restaurants, things to do. You got the major shoppings, you got Costco, you got Target, you got Dos Lagos, which is a big shopping center. So if Corona doesn't have it, you're very close to major cities, like 15 to 20 to 30 minutes away from a lot of things to do, which is a big reason why a ton of people actually move to Corona, because they have a lot of amenities. So if you're looking for something close to shoppings, close to things to do, definitely check out Corona, California. Another big pro for Corona, which a lot of people look into if you have kids, are schools. So schools are ranked pretty high in Corona, anywhere from 7 to 9 out of 10. There's a lot of different charter and private school options as well, but a ton of people who have families and kids move to Corona specifically because of their schools. They have good rankings, they have good ratings, they have good reviews. If you want to go online and check out the sites as well, you can do that on your own. A lot of people who reach out to us personally wanting to move to the area want to know where are the good schools at, and Corona is definitely one of those areas that you should look into if you want a really good school for your kids. So if you're looking for good schools, definitely check out Corona, California. Another pro that I haven't really heard people talk about is there's a lot of established neighborhoods in Corona, which is nice, which makes it more mature, makes it more established, makes it more feel like it's not a new city, which a lot of people want. A lot of people are trying to avoid the up and coming areas. Corona isn't one of those areas. Corona has been up and coming for a long time now, if you want to say that. But Corona has been around for a really, really long time. There's a lot of older homes there and also a lot of newer homes there. If you're looking for a huge range or a huge option of new homes in Corona. They don't have that. But if you're looking for a really nice established with mature trees, established neighborhoods, definitely check out Corona, California. I really think you're going to like it here. Another pro, and this is kind of specific, is golf courses. They have really nice golf courses here in Corona, California, and it's pretty popular. A lot of people want to retire or move to an area where they have easy access or close access to golf courses. If Corona doesn't have one that you like, there are a ton close by within 20 to 30 minutes. But Corona itself has really good golf courses, specifically one called Eagle Glen. That's a nice golf course to go to, but I am not a golfer myself. I am terrible at it. I've gone a few times. I enjoy being with the boys and hanging out, but me as a golfer, I am terrible. I can never find clubs anyway because I'm a lefty. Golfing is a big thing for a lot of people, for social, or just actually really enjoy the sport. If you're looking for golf courses, then definitely come check out Corona, California. And my last pro, and there's a ton more pros that I can mention, but I wanted to make it short and sweet for you guys, is you're close to big cities. So I already mentioned Orange County and LA, but also to Las Vegas. A lot of people don't know that we're only about a 3 to 3.5 hour drive to Las Vegas. So if you like to go out to Las Vegas, have a good time, you like to go to the casinos, or you like to go to concerts or watch the games like the Raiders or the Aces or the Knights, Corona is a good place to check out. You know, by the time you drive over to the airport, you check in, you fly there, you get off the airport, try to find an Uber. Sometimes it's faster to just drive. I go out there during football season. I'm a big Raiders fan. Trust me, I know I've been suffering for the last 20 years of my life since I've been in America, since I've been a Raiders fan. But I don't lose hope. I feel like one day we're going to make it. But yeah, I love to go out to Vegas because of that specific reason. I love to go watch sports. I love sports in general. So if you want to live closer to those bigger areas, or even San Diego is not too far away from Corona as well. Corona is definitely a good place to come and check out. All right, so now we're going to get into the cons. Okay, and there's not many cons, but I do want to bring these things up because these are things that people have mentioned in the past that have bothered them. The number one thing I'm going to say is the traffic. Because of the location where Corona is, we're right on the crossroads of the 91 and the 15 freeway. It does get congested there quite a bit, especially during rush hour. If you want to avoid a lot of traffic, if you don't want to be somewhere with a ton of cars during rush hour or on the weekends, Corona might not be a good place for you. I would definitely check out some other different areas that are close to Corona that have really good things just like Corona, but they might be a little bit further out that don't have that much traffic. And if you want more information about those areas, definitely reach out to us so we can send those cities over to you. Another con for Corona for me would be that it's not that affordable anymore. It's higher cost for sure. So if you're looking for a place where it's affordable, if you're just starting out, Corona might not be a good place to check out. I'll definitely say that there's other areas a little bit more south or east that will be a little bit more affordable than Corona for sure. But you're looking at between anywhere from like $700,000 to about $850,000 on average for a decent sized home in Corona. If that's kind of out of your price range, then definitely don't look into Corona because homes go into the millions as well in Corona, depending on your location, obviously the size of the home, and where that home is located. So Corona is definitely not that affordable. If you're looking for a townhouse or a townhome, a newer one, you can find one between, around $600,000 to $700,000, maybe a little bit less than that depending, or an older one if you're okay with that. But if you're looking for a single family home, you're definitely not going to find anything for that price unless you're looking for a home that's a fixer-upper that needs a ton of work. But if those homes are out there, there is a ton of competition for those homes because a ton of people are looking for them. Plus, you're going to be dealing and competing up against investors. If you're looking for an affordable area with home prices starting from $500,000 to $600,000, Corona is definitely not a place to check out, but there are other close by areas that you could look into that I think you guys would really like. And my last con for Corona, California, and like I said, there's not many cons for Corona, is that if you're looking for a new build, you're not going to find a ton of options of new builds in Corona, California, unfortunately. If you're looking for a brand new home, but you have a tighter budget, Corona might not be the best place to look into because the newer homes that are selling in Corona are selling for a pretty penny. And there are a few communities that I can recommend that are selling in Corona. There's about 3 or 4 of them that are selling right now in Corona. They are starting at about $750,000 and above, going into the millions. Depending on what you're looking for, depending what your budget budget is and if you're looking for a new home, I definitely wouldn't recommend Corona, California if you're trying to find an area that has a ton of new builds. And if you are looking for a new build, I'd recommend checking out our other channel where we focus purely on new homes, new builds, and property tours with over 150 videos on there. So if that's something that you're interested in, make sure to check out our other channel. I'll put the information down here below so you guys can check it out. But guys, overall, there's not a ton of cons for Corona. If anything, there's a lot more pros than cons for Corona, California, which is why it's gotten really expensive, which is why it's really, really popular for the location and for commuters. But if you are interested in moving to Corona, California, make sure to reach out to us. We'd be more than happy to help and assist you guys, sit down with you, put a game plan together, and find you the right home. And we'll see you guys in the next video.